Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name's Alckemy. We're going to be making some beats from Scratch. I was just checking this RIP X plugin that I thought was kind of interesting from Av McCree right before I hopped on. I thought that was kind of neat. We're not going to be spending time on this today just because I want to do music, but something that does seem kind of interesting. It'll kind of split your stems apart or something like that, and I don't know. I haven't put enough research into it to figure out what exactly it does, but it seems alright. Baby Audio has sent me some stuff to review, so I agreed to check their stuff out. They gave me their permission to give an unbiased review, so I'll be doing that at some point this week. What's going on? I'm going to NAMM, which is really cool. I'm looking forward to meeting Cam and Weaver Beats. And also the Bitwig team, also hopefully the Kilohertz team as well. I got something in my hair right there. Bloop. What else we got going on? Let's see, I'm going and playing a show in Oregon, April 19th for over in Eugene, which I think would be kind of cool. I haven't put my set together yet, but I'm kind of debating on either A, getting record box and putting my tunes in it and trying to figure that out, or B, maybe just trying to put up a Bitwig set or something. I don't know what I want to do yet. So in any case, we've got Faceplant pulled up. I'm actually going to probably start with a chord progression, I think, and then we'll get into our session view and come up with something interesting. So yeah, I hope that you all are well. I hope that everybody's chilling. The coffee is nice and steamy. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's nice. And we're ready to go. I love when a camera can capture steam. Just makes me feel good. Scalar. Let's maybe just go with, what is this? Okay, let's maybe try, let's go with C sharp today. Harmonic minor. Okay, I like that. Maybe let's see if we can find different voicing for this. Actually, we could probably use the first voicing. We can use the second voicing. But now I want to see if we can maybe play with variations of this. It's super quiet, by the way, as well. Maybe not. Maybe we can try the 3 and the 4, so... Maybe just the 4 then. Is the sound choice just for picking out your chords? Yeah, this is, I do all of the sound design usually from scratch, but this is just kind of like a means of being able to hear what the chord sounds like without it sounding like a piano. Oh, that's Swifty, I believe. Hello. Okay, we'll go with this. So now what I'll do is I'm going to drag this in here. Actually, what I'm going to do is we're going to start with this little guy right here. And then we will kind of edit the timing of this. And I need to, it's kind of a foreign BPM that I'm not used to working in, so. Okay. So what we're going to do is go boom, bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna make this a little bit late. Then I'm going to separate this. Excuse me. And then we're going to do the same thing here, where we just take this and elaborate on this chord progression just a bit. Might have okay, so it's just a little something to that's a little too far. Just a little something to break up the monotony of just a simple chord progression. And I don't really like to just do like a four-part chord, but I think it's okay. We just won't tell anybody. Should be fine. It's not kosher, but we'll just keep that a secret. Have you all seen the Slap Chop dub from oh my god, from Djibouti Dubs? It's so funny. I think this was this supposed to be part of that chord progression, or what happened there? I feel like it was supposed to be the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, well, I botched that. So what I'll do is just go back in here and just take these four out. I don't know. Remove. So it should be. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. That's probably why. Okay, so we'll drag that out now. And Command A, Tab. I hate editing chords. This is like the most, ugh, yeah, the most annoying part of editing music, I feel. Okay. There we go. Really wish you could link chord notes the same way you can with multi-track recordings in Ableton. In Bitwig? Or what do you mean? Just like when you have multi-track recording like a drum kit, you can link all the tracks so edits occur to all the tracks at the same. Oh. I think that you can do that. Different colors helps me in time when working with MIDI. Loose side of the notes. I just use the scaler plugin, but I know what you're talking about. You go right click and then there's like this clear expressions. I didn't know that. Is that new? I hadn't seen that before. It might be this one. Go here, you go right click, and then it's on here somewhere. Control A. Make legato. Is it here? Is it here? Selected layers become a target. I don't remember. It's somewhere though. I think it was, who was it that showed us this? Fuck, I don't remember. But there's a way to do this. Now, what you can do though is like there is multi-track recording. So let's say you have this. Excuse me. We'll save this eventually, or I might hate it, so I might not. But if you were to click on both of these and you go to clips, then you can have both of these up at the same time and edit them both at the same time. And I think that you can also link the clips as well if they're the same, but I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm missing something. I don't remember what it is to get these to talk to each other or whatever. Oh yeah, okay, these are overlapping now. So if you were to overlap these and then change the color perhaps like this, you'll see that these guys are, let me go Control A, move this down. This should be popping up. I don't know, this shit's ancient to me. I've covered this stuff a long time ago and totally forgot how to do it. But I don't really work with MIDI like that anyways, but there is a way. I just don't remember. I'm sure that somebody can clue me in on that. You have a nice day. It's interesting that you don't use MIDI like that. I'm mostly not sample based, but mostly try to get everything down to audio as quickly as possible. You'll see in a bit. It takes me a little bit to get going, but once I get going, then I'll start moving pretty fast. Hey Jazz, hope you're well as well. Bork bork. Convolver. And then we'll use a Danka. I'm finally feeling like myself over this awful. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's really good to hear. So we're gonna duck this. And then maybe what I'll do is add just a little bit of vibrato to this, but make it super fast. I like how it's kind of giving it underwater sound, so maybe we can kind of pull that out a little bit with a tad touch of whatever the fuck this thing is. Disperser. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Snap Heap now and probably just make something independent of this patch. Let's go with delays. Yeah, I guess I could set this up. Sometimes I'm so lazy to even open up a patch that I'll just like do it from scratch. But it's fine. Pneumonia was destructive tissue to the lungs, like a pterocrack, right? Pneumonia is when you're like, it's like the stage 2 of bronchitis, so where like your brachii is what releases mucus to help like control infections and stuff. And gotta go. I'll catch you later though. Okay. But what ends up happening is like it gets so bad that like your lungs start filling up with liquid or with fluid. I had bronchitis when I was like 18 and man, it was bad. I thought I was gonna die. So something I'm going to do really quick is just add a limiter to this to try to control it. Let's see if that'll help at all. Maybe we can do some cool little filtering or whatever. That might be nice. Man, I've been trying to get my grandma to quit smoking forever. My aunt as well. This sounds really cool. It's not broken enough for me though. Yeah, same to you. Like not most of my family, but a lot of my family has smoked for a long time. Let's see if I can get some OTT on this or something. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, my pops used to smoke, and he at least never smoked in the house, but yeah, that shit stunk. Can't stand that smell. Is there anything else that I could add to this to make it sound a little cooler? I'm trying to think. It doesn't really have that many harmonics, so I think in order for me to make this into something more interesting, I'd probably have to give it some more cool shit. So let's see if we can do something like that. They smoke outdoors, but yeah, you get a whiff. You get a little whiff-a-rooning. All right, let's maybe add one of these guys. And we're going to set this as kind of like an off pitch or something. Just a weird harmonic. Been quitting for several months now, basically once a few in the same night every other week, or 5 or 6 months now. That's awesome, man. And like quitting doesn't have to be like, cold turkey, but yeah, I don't know. I got really lucky. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed or do weed or anything like that. Not that I'm against it. I think of all things, weed is probably the least offensive, to be honest. You get high and you sit on your couch and sleep. But cigarettes in general, just all right, there's some cool stuff in there. Nicotine chewing gum is the way. So like, does that actually help you quit, or does that just put you on nicotine chewing gum? Like, does it just subside into like staying hooked on something? No, I don't mean that in a means to be rude, but more as like a curiosity question of like, hey, like what is the efficacy or the reality of what that is supposed to be? Never tried that out, so I'm not too sure. The 2-week gaps in between really help. Cold turkey doesn't feel as extreme because I'm so used to taking long breaks. Yeah, that's awesome. And the thing is too is like, when it comes to things like that, people are really like adamant about quitting. Number 2 option. Well, yeah, it's better than smoking, I suppose, but the thing is like, if you want to have a cigarette once in a while, then like, that's still significantly less than smoking a pack a day, or chain smoking, or what I mean, something like that. There's degrees of what it is, right? Moderation is key, but even still, I don't think that it's a bad thing to quit or to go cold turkey, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're a person, and people like are creatures of habit, and habits are hard to kick sometimes. I'm addicted to coffee. I actually switched from caffeinated to decaf. That's my thing. So like you know what I mean? Like I'll have 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, but they're decaf. So I'm addicted to snus right now. It's actually harder to kick than ciggies, but I've been off the baddies for about 6 years. What's snus? I don't know what that is. I'm surprised I've never heard of that either. Oh, it's a little nicotine pouch. Is dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Boom. That does not how the melody goes, but it's fine. Real addictive need for making music though. Have any of you ever like experimented with making music while either intoxicated or on something that alters your state of mind? We'll just say that. I think I tried to produce tipsy once. I know I said that I don't drink, but that doesn't mean I never have been drunk or anything. And I've never been shit faced ever. But I've made some cool music in altered states. Yeah, I'm curious as to what that world is like. I tried getting baked one time, and it was bad. It was bad, man. I have the worst experiences with that stuff, so I'm just like, stay away from it. For me, anyways. I'm like, dude, this is not good for you. I can't do anything high on weed. I actually don't think other people either, because I've yet to see it be productive. Some people like get in, I don't know, some people get into like some kind of creative thing. I've seen, like, I know some people that get like just over the moon, if you know what I mean, and just like make the coolest shit. But I'm not one of those people, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not one of those people. I would hate having to rely on something like that to where, you know, in order for me to feel like I'm going to do stuff or whatever, like I need to have some kind of stimulant or something. Trying to, and building stuff, it all depends on how high you're getting. Yeah, I think that's a great point as well, is like how much are you how far are you going, if you know what I mean. I love playing guitar. I've been an addict since I was 12, and I gotta say, I wish one day I can run on nothing to just be. You can. I think that like, so I think it would be stupid for me to say that I don't have an addictive personality, but because I do. But I'm addicted to other things, if that makes sense. Like I try to get addicted to things that I enjoy, that is hopefully not as detrimental to my health, but maybe could be destructive in some other ways. Like I love to flip. That's my thing. Like I think about flipping. I think about being active and all that all the time. And I'm also addicted to making snares and making beats, and you know what I'm saying? Just like things like that I get hyper obsessed and fixated on. And I think everything has its pros and cons and drawbacks and whatnot, but at the same time, like if you can find something like that for yourself, then I think that you'll find a happy place. But like there's a difference between choosing to engage with something because it fuels something positive versus something that you feel like you need to feel normal, I guess. And that's not for me to say like what is what, and I hope that didn't come off as offensive to anybody, because that's not what I was trying to go for. But at the same time, I do feel like that is at least one kind of difference, or one example about how you can kind of divert your personality and your personal habits and stuff into something hopefully more positive. Stay positive and on top of your game. Yeah, I guess it's hard, man. Like I don't personally deal with addiction, but almost my entire family does, so that's where my experience comes from. Um, and it sucks, you know. It's really sad to watch, but what can you say? We're going to do another randomizer here, I believe, and just try to shift this as well. We're making percussion, by the way, if anybody's wondering what the fuck this is supposed to be. Yo, yo. What up, Booty? But yeah, other than that, I don't know. You know, it's hard. That's also really, sometimes I could understand if it's hard to talk about when like you're not really trying to like tell other people about their life, and like honestly have zero business doing that. So I don't know, maybe that's just what I'll do, is mind my own business. Leave my hot takes to myself. This sounds decent. It's not bad. I feel at the end of the day, it's always important that we put our own lives first. Yeah, I agree with that. You got to take care of yourself before you try to take care of other people. Of various drugs, I found not preaching to be the best way forward. Yeah. But I wonder if there's like a way to comment on something without like, yeah, I guess just being like, sometimes trying not to be helpful could possibly be helpful. Right? Everyone has their own struggle and their own preconceived notion of what they can do about it. Yeah, so that's why I was saying, and I could totally understand if somebody's like, oh, Ian, you're getting into preaching territory, so I'll shut up about it. But I wish you all the best of luck if anybody's struggling. You know, you just gotta get over there and, you know, grab life by the horns and just dang old fucking, you know, say enough's enough. No, say it back to me. Now pass that hat around. Why don't you pass that hat around one more time? It's terrible. It's funny, but it's terrible. So I guess right now what I'm doing is just trying to use all, if not most, if not all, of the quote unquote like physical modeling tricks that you can do within FacePlant. I haven't really put a comb filter and reverb on this, but I guess a convolver would be considered a reverb. But fun fact, Data Broth actually taught me a lot about physical modeling with one of his videos that he put up as a tutorial, which I thought was super cool. But from just kind of taking a little bit of inspiration from that, I've been using this trick or whatever for a while now to come up with interesting percussion that still sounds kind of like physical, but not so but not so try hard. See, like, whatever that was, I need to pull that out really quick because that was super cool. And I'm so glad that I have this little thing to do that now. But that little dun 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 was really awesome, and I'm sure that I could use that for something. This little thing was cool. That little thing was cool. These little phrases were awesome. And that's what I like, is like sometimes just letting some of these interactions come up and then finding little hits and bits and then kind of putting them into time. Like this thing sounds super awesome because it almost seems like one of those like shaker rain stick things that you could use, but except it's got a tone to it. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that was up there. I was like, what the hell was that? That scared the shit out of me. I was not expecting that. So, yeah, I think we'll play around with this stuff for now, and then I can always pull more out if I need it, but there's plenty of stuff to kind of get in going through here that I think would be kind of cool. So I'm going to loop this, and we'll just find like 2 bars. And then I'm going to turn the metronome on. That works. That's awesome. I like it. I'm going to move this guy over just a bit. Okay, now we can kind of have a nice little 4-bar call and response with this. I think is at least interesting. I like that, man. Does that have a groove on it or something, or is that coming early? Because I feel like it should be boom dum 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 dum. Huh. Oh, I think I'm mishearing it because it sounds like it's supposed to be sped up because it should be there. So what if I do this? Then what if I set this to slice mode? And then what if I maybe try to just take this guy and see what happens if I do this. Okay, not quite, but that's okay. What if I do... I'm going to set all of these to none. That sounds super like ceramic-y. And then I kind of want this to be like a ta-ta. So let's see if I can make that happen. Maybe here. Yeah. I love making percussion, man. This is so fun to me. Just like coming up with different lines like this and just thinking about where these beats could go. I don't really hear anything in this that I might want, but I'll save it for later. There was some cool stuff in this though. We can take this one and copy that and just place it right here. And with these guys, I think it would be kind of cool to cut them up like this, and then maybe do like pan these over to, this one will be over to the left, like hella hard, and then this one could be panned over to the right, hella hard. I like it. Okay, I think I have plenty to play with. So we can kind of just drop these in. And if I need to, I can always do more. But, you know, just like I said, making cool little... You know, making cool little beats like this is really how, like, this is where most of the fun should be anyways. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I made one more. I did. I made several. This would be a handy time to have something like pitch map if I could like add some kind of like tone to these, but I'm not really sure how I'd want to do that. But there's some rhythms in here that I think are pretty killer, so maybe not that, but for the most part, some whole other stuff could be kind of interesting. I feel like it would be a super useful keyboard shortcut or like script to do like stack. So let's say you're doing some kind of resampling thing or whatever, you just hit the stack button and then like it pushes everything over to the left. I don't think that would ever happen because that's like, for the most case, like one specific thing that nobody would ever use except for me. But it would be cool if I could do that. If I could just stack. Just move everything over here. I like to move it. All right. So I feel like I heard someone mention a way to delete space in between samples in Ableton and Cubase. It's ripple editing. Maybe it will be someday being built. Oh, that exists. Okay, well that's cool. We're gonna need that here in a second anyway, but I'll just make a new MIDI track, and then I'll take this and pull that there, and then group that, and then turn the group off. So that way, whatever we have going on there can kind of exist in its own space. So now I think that we should get into the drums. So I'll start designing a kick. And I believe that this is in C sharp, so that's what we're gonna go for. Or D flat. Yes, D flat. D flat harmonic minor. Let's. Well, I like that. I don't like that. Double limiter. You could limit these. No. Fuck. In combination with the delete silence option, just 2 commands to edit recording and folding all together. Yeah, that'd be dope. Okay, maybe I'm not as crazy as I thought, but that'd be cool. You know, I don't necessarily think that it's the most useful thing in the world, but for making samples or like coming up with compartments like that and then moving it out of the way for organization, seems pretty reasonable. No. Why is it still on? Not only do you have to drag it to 0, but you have to drag it to extra 0. It's more control. Why is it still doing that? Okay, don't you dare. If you have one recording with 1,000 one-shots, it's quite practical. Yeah. That sounds like throwing fireballs. Okay, it sounds better with the other stuff later on it, but minus the kick, that little black black, that's pretty funny. I actually like it better without though, because it sounds more like a beat. I don't need to clip that. Well, that's a nice punchy kick, if I do say so myself. Noise. What am I doing here? Okay. Kick. I'll probably do some physical coloring to it later, like some mid-side EQ or something to make it a little bit more interesting. But as of now, I don't really see the point. I've never used faceplant. Is it worth a commitment? Dude, faceplant is the only thing that I use. It literally is the only thing that I use anymore. It is so versatile and so capable, I guess would be the dumb way to say it, but like it can do anything. Have you ever had a dream where you could do but not you, but you could, but where you not, but not you, where you can't, but you could do anything? It's kind of like that in a nutshell. In a nutshell it is. The shell of nuts is a shell of... I mean, and I've got so many videos as well, and a lot more people are finally starting to catch on to how awesome face plant is. But I had 2 hours of sleep and I'm about to drink 4 cups of coffee and come off as too talky today. Bro, you don't have to apologize. Like, you got to realize, like, I mean this in the nicest way, but like, we're friends, dude. Like, I've known you for like 3 years, 4 years, you know? So like, you're fine, man. It's really cool that I have people that have been coming in here for that long. If you need to not be here, that's totally cool. Like, it's just nice to see your face and say hello. I think like it's hard for production, and that's why I try really hard to be like present with chat while I'm doing this stuff. Because to be honest, music making is slow as fuck, especially right now. In terms of, in terms of like doing stuff from scratch like this, it's really hard to keep engagement. So, you know, if you want to chat, you can chat. If you don't want to chat, you don't have to. I just appreciate having some viewers and having people that I could talk to. Okay, we get the point. Nice. Noise. Yeah, I do. Like I said, man, like I spent so much time with this synth that when it comes to this whole thing, like I took a lot of inspiration from what my people have taught me. Sounds like a pimp slap. Love it. And have really just put a lot of fucking time into trying to make really good snares. Chi has a masterclass in Ableton that like he just took a sine wave and some white noise and threw it through some kind of thing and it sounded amazing, and I was just like, if that's how easy it is to make a snare, then surely I should be able to do this. So for what it's worth, it was a lot of time and a lot of lessons with Copycat and Cage specifically. Yes, Alec, easy people. By the way, when did dubstep producers decide to work in 150 instead of 140? Do you know or remember exact moment when that happened? Yes, there was a time that Skrillex started putting out tunes that was at 150. And I believe that he was like, yeah, 140 is the new 50. In fact, was Where Are You Now with Justin Bieber at 150? That might have been it. Okay, what's a fifth of D flat? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so G sharp, I guess, is a fifth of C sharp, if I'm not mistaken. A perfect fifth. Okay, I actually like that better. It sounds more natural. Just copy this. What's the purpose of 2 sets of white noise? Those are layers. So one is, I'm basically like building an actual, that's a stretch. I'm trying to mimic the different timbres that you hear of a snare. So you've got the fundamental, which is the tone. You've got the membrane, which is, the exciter, which is the striking of it, and then you have the resonance, which is like the aftermath of it. So basically this on its own is more than doable with just this layer, but this is a clap layer. So that's where you get the smack from. Because without it, but with it, that's how you get that. Yeah. And you can make this super long. So I think that's fine though. I'll spend all day on snares. If anybody's interested, I have master classes on how I make my drums in Faceplant. So if you would like to see that, then, or if you'd like to figure that out, then I'd encourage you to join the memberships. And I update them too. If I find out new stuff, then I just update them and you have access to it as long as you're a member. All right. Was I going to... Do I want to make this tonal? Yes and no. I'll do one without it. And I don't know if you hear this or not, but all of them are just a little bit different, which I think is good. It's good and bad, rather. It's good because you get variation. It's bad if you're trying to keep the same consistent snare. But yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now I will design one with some physicality to it. Although I almost feel like I shot myself in the foot because, like, if you haven't figured out by now, like, since I do this from scratch every single day that I stream, I don't know. I guess you don't get the explanation of why I do what I do, but there's that too, so. That sounds kind of nice. Now I'm going to see if I can make this like shimmer just a tad. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know this, but a shimmer reverb is just like a pitch shifter with a small, or well, with a reverb on it. Somebody told me that. Was that you, Evan, that told me about that? It was somebody. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, now I can make this just a little bit longer and see if I can actually hear the tone. I can't. That's okay. Because what I can do is use one of these guys. Feedback shift reverb is where it's at though. Boss PS3 vibes. Feedback shift reverb. Wait, what? I'm pretty okay with this one, but I'm kind of curious as to what you're talking about. I don't know if I'll use this one, but it sounds cool. So like the reverb gets fed back into it, climbs the signal until it dies out. Oh, like a feedback reverb, literally. I thought you were talking about some kind of delay combination or something. Okay, let's do a clap. A clapper. Oh, my shoulder, man. Or rather my back. My back is broke. Spinal. But feedback before the pitch shifter. Right, I get that. No. I thought they fixed that bug. I guess not. Oh, I guess not. Alright, now we need some kind of filter. That turned out well. Noise. Brat. I'm going to set this to random. Let's see. Now I need to think about some kind of Foley or something. What do I have around here that I can use as some texture? Some texture. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll I'm gonna adjust this just a tad. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna add just a little bit more to this to give it some space. I love drum design so much. It took me so long to get here, but I really enjoy doing drum design. That's too much. What happened there? There we go. Did I change the coloring of the cursor? Yeah, I did. I made it match Bitwig. And I also made it a little bit bigger so people can watch what I'm doing with the mouse. If that's not brand loyalty, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I like doing kicks, but snares are an asshole. Yeah. I think that I had a lot more struggle working with snares than any other drum. But once I got it figured out, I was like, oh, okay. And I still go back and, you know, like work on it and stuff. But the more that you do it, the more that it's like, oh, it's not that bad. That's really helpful. Great idea. Yay. But ironically, it only goes orange if I'm not in Bitwig. So if I'm out of Bitwig, it'll go orange. But if it's in Bitwig, it'll go back to white, which I don't like. But if you look here, look, now it's orange. But if you go onto this, now it's white. So I don't know what's up with that. I do not know. Squeeze. Okay. Physical stuff. I'm sure I can just find a piece of trash or something. Hold on. Oh, don't go anywhere, anybody. Oh, perfect. Floss picks. Floss pickaroonies. So we're gonna record into here. Oh, the wind chimes are going off. That sounds nice. Testing. Okay. I'm sure that sounded really good. Perfect. Okay, so now we'll go into this and whatever. It's not bad. But I think I can do better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these off by like 60 seconds. Actually, there's not that many layers, so it's not that big of a deal. But wait. 118, so 178-ish. So now this will play first before this goes, but then we need to move the phase over as well. There we go. Too much work, perhaps. Does it sound cool? I think so. Can you just move that right here? I guess I want it to be out of the way of. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's how you make a clap. As if you hadn't seen that 1,000 times over and over. Very quickly, let's do a stick hit. Sorry. Why you always barking? Oh my god. You guys know that meme? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. I once got into a massive fight with my roommate because we wouldn't stop yelling at 8 a.m. while playing CS with his friend from Australia. Wow, sick move. So you were just in a shouting match while playing Counter-Strike, or did I hear that? Did I read that correctly? Yeah. Do you know the meme with the dog, the bouncing one, or which one? There's a lot of dog memes. Oh, he was yelling the meme. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, okay, gotcha. Why you always lying? Oh my. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah. Yeah, honestly, like most stuff that's drums, you could just PTSD, copium. Yeah, most drum stuff is either a sine wave or it's white noise with envelopes and distortion. Okay, that sounds metallic. I don't want that to sound metallic. Didn't I do it for you? You did one meme for me, right? With the bonk. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I got this little pillow thing. I need to. Big stretchies. Big stretchies. Yeah, I feel like there's usually something else that I add to this, but I don't remember. I think it's fine. I'm out of the meme mainstream. I don't know, like Corey and I send each other memes every single day. We're pretty caught up on some really good ones. Imagine a relevant name that everyone relates and makes you laugh instead of this text right here. What? Okay, I'm lost. Huh? Boy, what? Is that the meme? Did I fall for it? Probably. Probably. Crackheads and deputants. I'm just gonna let you guys. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so now that we got that, we've got a drum rack to build. No. Drum machine, sorry. So the reason why I place these off is so that way these are all in the home row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way they're all there. I'm gonna go like this, right click, copy value to all layers. Let me see if maybe I can turn this into something else. So now I'll make a hat. Like I said, most of the time drums are just either... I actually like that. That's really simple, but I kind of... Hey Yoko, what's up? I suppose I can like manipulate the timbre of this as well, which could be kind of cool. All right, we need to just make this a little bit more groovy. So all the elements are in place, but we need to kind of just shift them around to give them a nice feel. So the flutes. Okay, I kind of want this to do something a little bit different on that second piece, so I'm gonna move this shit out of the way. Actually, let me just undo this. Move all this stuff over. Fuck. All of it. Move. Get out of the way. Okay. If they're not flutes, it's because I'm listening to it on my phone. Fair. They're just things. I don't know. Uh-oh. Come on. Fuck, it's gonna crash on me. Bitwig's not likely to crash, but OBS with this little thing here, this thing has been making my sound card crash quite a bit. Is that right? So I'm gonna quit out of this for a hot sec. Wait, what? Didn't I just save this? No. An iPad, but when they release an iLead, that's good. I like that. 10 out of 10 joke. Would be nice if one day Apple released a freaking operating system that was compatible with some Mac devices. I would love to have Bitwig on an iPad. Like, we're there. If you think about it, the technology is there. Basically, really bummed so many games are Windows only. Me too, man. Like, that makes me, yeah, it sucks. However, Mac is an amazing port machine, so there's that. But I don't really want to say much more other than that. 9 Years of Shadows dropped. Oh, that's out? I'll probably pick that up. I'm playing through Resident Evil 4 right now, so I'm going to finish that first. And then in May, Tears of the Kingdom drops, so... Anywho, something that I think is important to consider is that with Mac's or OBS's new update with Mac, you don't have to have like loopback, or you don't have to have black hole audio splitter. This will just read the output of your audio, but it's not perfect, and it's kind of buggy, which is why I get weird stuff happening. But yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Open this one. If only I would have learned my lesson. Interesting. I don't know if I've even streamed one since updating. Yeah, it's pretty dope. But and it's super convenient, but unfortunately all the big game engines support Mac 2. It's literally just a single checkbox. Does it crash core audio or some like instance of the DAW it's using? It's crashing both core audio and my interface, because those are sound drivers as well. Yeah. But we're fine. So. Burrito time. Burrito time. Sounds a little too classical for me, but that's all right. We'll work on it. Sounds like I'm sampling Bach or some shit. And do you want pro level melodies? Unison audio melody generator. Oh. Trying to start streaming some Clone Hero. Guess I'll be dealing with OBS audio issues soon enough. So like, it's an easy fix, but what you do is if you run into the problem, you just delete this like this, and then you hit undo, and then it'll reset the sound thing. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Pro level audio chords. God, professional chord. It just makes me so mad. Do you want professional chords? God help me. Yeah, I still have issues with Discord on Mac. Like I still have not been able to get Discord to work with Mac without or like streaming on Mac without some crazy like loopback audio routing. That's why, like, when we did our lesson the other day, or yesterday rather, I was just like, let's just do listen to, because that way I don't have to fuck with this sound shit. Because boy, is it annoying. As annoying as ever. It's a known bug they just don't care about fixing. Run it through a Reaper 2-channel virtual device. So that way you get the audio from your computer, and then you can also split your mic. It just sucks that you have to set it up every time that you want to do that. You think they have enough money to fix a basic feature, but alas, thy shits they give is of a minimum. What? You want 808s? I'll give you 808s. Yeah. So what happens if I were to sounds like some future bass Sean Wasabi stuff. I'm really trying to break it, is because it's all in key. That one. Is that the major third? forgive me, dude, but my theory is not up to par on being able to have these conversations eloquently. But the F2 on the first chord. Try to make it into a minor one by going to E. That's a good suggestion. Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can break this a little bit more and make it a little bit more sinister. And I think part of that is, but I'm gonna go back to no happy trees here, exactly. Yeah, I'll change the F as well. There we go, that sounds kind of cool. I'm going to introduce a wavetable here. And I'm just gonna use maybe like the 5th or 6th harmonic. Actually, I'll just use the harmonic series. See if I can find something. And I think that perhaps the rhythm of this that this is being played at is also part of the problem. So it needs to play along with the drums as opposed to it just being like stacked on top of each other. So let's try to tackle that first. So now I want to create spaces within this. I feel like I'm making a mid-2000s Scott Storch tune. This actually sounds more like something that I would try to do if I was... This sounds awesome. This was just getting good. Okay, thank you. Where did that record? I like just that first one being kind of late, so now I will. Is that double playing or what's going on there? Ah, that's why. Okay. Yo, thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate it. I'm not playing the right one. That's why it doesn't sound any different. Yo, what up, Arky? Dope, man. How was your day? Okay, that decided to quit recording for some reason. Oh, probably because I pushed K. I'll just type it in. What the fuck? It's hard being dope 40 hours a week. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna move this over here. I probably want to do that on a multi-pass. Maybe see if we can create some kind of movement on this. That might be kind of cool. Well, that turned out cool. I'm going to do another LFO here that's going to transition this into there we go. Has anyone tried factor synth? No, I don't know what that is. that sounds pretty cool. So we can, I'm gonna just move this over. Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm just having a good time. Just kind of took me a bit to get there. Harmonic is really peeking out. Yo, what up, Zane? How are you, bro? We're just kind of working on some jammies. There was a pigeon that just decided to perch on top of the lamp outside. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but a little pigeon. Alright. It's cool. We found a buddy. We found a little buddy. I'm alright with it. Oh, there's two now. Oi, don't eat my light bulbs. The pigeons out here look rough, man. Like desert pigeons, they they look like they've been through hell. My camera is just sinking. Okay. Perhaps, maybe, you might be onto something. I'm good, man. My back is hurting, but other than that, I'm doing all right. Just having fun, man. Working in this environment has been super refreshing, and I've got like 5 or 6 tracks that are kind of ready to go, and now I just need to like put them together. So I wonder what would happen if I were to just kind of like extend this. Big Boss, I want to know which tutorials are great to learn about the FX grid. Well, I feel like polarity would probably be the best place, but I also think that anything that you learn in the grid is immediately applicable to the FX grid because it's pretty much the exact same thing. Like there's nothing different other than... Yeah, send it to me. I'll take a look at them. Yeah, either way. That's cool. Maybe we can put a comb filter on that. Like the whoa, whoa. Is that what you're talking about? Wait. To the culture vulture? Immediately my mind went to Chi. Sorry. What do you mean by culture vulture? Do you mean like literally, or is that a song, or? Oh, I'd have to take a look at what that is. That's funny. Vulture distortion. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, this is like the super expensive emulation, right? Like they have a physical one as well. Is there a demo? Because what I would do is put this, like if you have a demo, put this on a sine wave and just look at the harmonic waves that it transitions that into. Oh, Decapitator is modeled after this. So, I mean, yeah, even if you took the Decapitator and you looked at the distortion curve, then that would probably be the closest that you could get, right? To just try to model the distortion curve as closely as possible. Dis2 by Arturia. Dis2 culture. You can always analyze the output. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's hard to tell, right? Because like even on like it really just comes down to like what harmonics this thing adds. But it's not so simple as, you know, oh, like they did really. I'm more interested in building something with similar schematics more than the actual distortion. So you're more interested in building the anatomy of this? Okay, so this would be how much distortion? This would be high pass or low pass, right? Isn't that what bias does? Function maybe is 3 different kinds of distortion: output and then mix. Then you've got this stuff which you could build. Is this, you're not in, are you interested in? Yeah, so I'll put this up here. But basically, if like, as opposed to the distortion itself, you've got an input and an output. So you would find shapers. So you would pick any one of these. It can be built in Bitwig. Yeah, absolutely. Well, something like it, right? So you go here, then you want to go mix at some point over here. Then you might want to do gain. Yeah, I'm ready for that too. Oh fuck, my thing went there. Is there a shelf filter? There's not. So what you would do is you would grab a macro, perhaps. Filter XP. Yes. Hold on 1 second. So you could do, let me look at the mix here. I think it'd be easier to build it as a rack using multiple distortions. Sort of. So maybe, it depends, because you can still do this inside of here. There's still a mid-side EQ on this as well. So LR mid-side, or you can even do a combination of both. So if you wanted to do frequency splitting within this, then what I would do is probably push the gain after this, and you would go to here. here. Just use this kind of like so, and we split the signal into each of these. You go 1, 2, 3. Let me move these over here. So you can set your band pass to whatever. You can set your low pass to, say, 321. And obviously this wouldn't be the most ideal because you're losing a lot of shit here. But you can kind of have some kind of crossover there, and then start to place that wherever you want to. And then you can just have like a clean signal if you want that you can mix in. So you could go just into another thing like this, but then you can have a thing that says mix. There should be a mix thing on here, I believe. Blend, perhaps. You just put that in this, like so. Oops, undo. You go blend and put that before this one. So now you've gotten your distortion, then you've got a frequency split here. Then you can kind of just go along the rest of what this is supposed to be. So you got the gain, you got your mix here. So there's an overall mix, so you don't have to worry about making one of those. But then for your mid-side stuff, you can go let me see. That's a good question. How would I go about mid-side here? Mono, mid. So, okay, so let's say this is as far as you get. Well, what you can do is you can go pre-effects and then go mid-side. And then you can post your stuff in here. So you can do a combination of both the grid and non-grid things. And the upper level rack can do some of the bigger yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. So yeah, I mean, essentially you can kind of mid-side process that, or you can put this as pre. And then, if you only want the sides, you can do that. If you only want the mids, then you can do that. But then what you can also do is you can right click this and just change this into whatever distortion you want. So you can go wave folder, you can go saturator, right? And then you can edit the saturation stuff in here if you wanted to. Like you can bring this up, you can bring the drive up, kind of like so. Kind of move this over if you want to, kind of pull that up into more of a saturation curve, kind of like so. That seems to be going downwards a bit, but you can shape your slope this way. And then this would be how much drive you have on the thing, and then you've got a filtering here. But yeah, what you would do is kind of make a combination between that and nested devices and stuff. And you can even have like small amounts of colorization on the outsides as well if you wanted to. So like just a touch of drive, and send this to the entire signal and turn the width up all the way, so that way it's only affecting there. And then you can adjust that. And then what I would do from here is I would set up all of your macros to what you want to change. So oops, macro. So we can go macro 4. Sorry, not that one. Just the regular macro. And now whatever it is that you want to fuck with, you could even set this to be bipolar and set this to be mid or side. And then what you can do is turn this one up and turn this one down. Kind of like so. And that one goes up. So now you can kind of have one that's one or the other, I suppose. No, this still needs to stay here. Although I wouldn't necessarily do this at like, you know, how 24 dB of gain, but I think you get what I'm saying, is that you can set different degrees of this. What I would probably do is just set the maximum value of like maybe -12 and then -12 and have them both as a baseline there, and then be like, all right, this is only going to go up to here. This is only going to go down to here. And now they can kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to fuck with it, but you get what I'm saying? So like you can play with a mix or a dry wet on that front, or just have one that's mid and have one that's side if you wanted to kind of have more control. No, you're fine. I'm just talking about different ways that you can like build these, racks and stuff, or you can build these distortion units. You can have an overall high pass filter on the inside or outside, and you can just be like, all right, oops, macro. But yeah, I mean, this is really the overall. This would be like the post high pass, I suppose. You just turn that down. You can turn this all the way up to 20K, I guess, if you wanted to, and just set this as high pass. Do I think it's possible to build something like an analog tape? Yeah, I think one has already been built, if I'm not mistaken. You good on this, or did you want me to? I don't suppose you wanted me to save this. This shouldn't be too hard to kind of take a look at. But you just like build these via components. I do believe that there's a tape saturation emulator on here though. And I want to say that Polarity actually built one. Yeah, here we go. Here's a tape machine. So there's already one that's kind of built in, which is kind of cool. Saturated in bitwig, because I'm real tired of these analog modeled bullcrap VSTs. Yeah, I suppose I really just use the kilohertz shit. There's even a way to record wave buffers into the grid stuff. I don't know. Okay, at that point, that's where I'll have to step off and be like, that's all I know. So, the waves debacle. I hate waves. Can't stand them. Did something else happen with waves that I don't know about? Say it isn't so. Data arrays can recall. My audio broke. Oh shit. Thanks. Undo. Okay, we should be back. Hey, Felix. Should be fixed now. Subscription thing where they're like, nah, no updates. Yeah, you have to pay for the updates. All right, bro. Yeah, no sweat. HF and shower. Oh, have fun. I think this is a sign that I should take a little break. Maybe have a snack. Maybe. Just save, bro. Just fucking save the project. Good lord. All right, hold on one sec, guys. Why does that always seem like a near-threatening thing to say? Like, can be ambushed by ninjas there or something? Yeah, you're running into a trap. Do you wish to stick with the trap? Thank you. All right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, man, this OBS thing is really screwing with Bitwig. I'm gonna let this load up for a hot sec. Maybe find a snack to indulge on. Yes, a snack. It's snack time. I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean I'm walking to the kitchen for a hot sec. Does anybody want a muffin? It's pretzel time.
almost done. Getting a snacky snack. Pretzels, he calls them. Just grabbing a few souls to consume. I'll be right back, guys. Almost done. You will be able to see me in the kitchen.
That worked out well. Yeah, it's my iPhone, and it has the built-in AI stuff, I guess, or the machine learning rather, that kind of helps figure out where you are. It keeps the stage, so if I move this way, it'll track me. It's great for shadow boxing. Yeah. It's good stuff. So, yeah, where are we at? Was there sound coming out, by the way, when I played tunes? Yeah. This just keeps on dying. Why do you think that is? It's nice seeing you. Hope your back gets. It's fine. It's just. It's my rhomboid. And I guess I was doing some trick or something where I was like really open or whatever, but I really pulled something hard, and it's just been. It hates me now. So it feels like my shoulder, but it's in the back. But it's in my rhomboid. But yeah, I don't know why this keeps on. I don't know why this keeps on crashing. Why? Why you do that? This isn't fun. What the fuck? Dang. Yeah, someone's baby is just screaming bloody murder. Some days outside in Vegas, it just sounds like sheer chaos. Stop. Stop. Oh, that's probably what it was. I didn't have the screen capture on. Duh. Yes. Undo. Now stop. Yeah, as soon as I got rid of the Mac OS thing, it quit, or like it cut off again. So I wonder if there's an update. I've only been live for 3 hours. I feel like I've been live for like 20. Is there an OBS stability update? home. February 4th. No, I think I'm on the latest build. 29.02. Oh no, I'm on 28. Okay. So I'll download that and hopefully update 28 will be a little better. And then we'll see. Do they have a change log? I don't know. That was pretty close. Not bad. Yo, what up, Luke? Okay, I really like this, but I want it to be like maybe just on the sides or something. Because it's kind of getting in the way of some of the other percussion. I'm gonna switch this over and try to see if I can make this into something a little bit like more consistent, I guess. Sometimes this is why I wish I had Analog Lab, because I don't really. Sometimes I have a hard time like making bells or like chord sounding keys, if you will. Man. I hope that this update for OBS is going to be more consistent, because this sucks. Bro, stop. Just stop. Stop playing. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Happened the moment I picked kilohertz dynamics to DC offset and click in 2-3 seconds, no audio. Right. I'm trying to see if there's something in here that's being wonky that... What is replayed? Yeah. OBS is creating huge CPU spikes. And for some reason is making my shit go haywire. This should not be what it is. I should not even be anywhere close to this amount of CPU usage. It's interesting though. Oh, all right. Hold on one second. What is UVC assistant? Kernel task. Why is Epoch Cam running? Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Anyway. Pitch drop out. Was that playing last time? Well, yeah, I think we got a cool little sketch going on. I like what came about from today. And I never do 95. So that was pretty fun. Hear it with chords. Oh, this whole thing? Yeah. I think this was the first chord progression that I wrote in the project, because I think that's what I started with, but I wasn't really feeling it. So it didn't really like vibe well. And even today, like this wasn't really what I was hoping to make, but at the same time, like I'm not mad about it. Kind of weird on that high notes. Yeah, that's because there's pitch drop on it. So yeah, that's why that's there. But I think for these 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus intro, or 6 parts rather, plus an intro, we've got plenty to play with. Yeah, it works. I feel like it works. Fuck. That's probably a good time to maybe take questions or something, or whatever. Life is telling me to get up and do something different. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Excuse me, or you guys, anything that you all are wondering about in particular? I've been playing through Resident Evil 4, and it has been nothing short of a blast. Did I play that DJ set already? No, that's April 19th. Which I should probably look into Record Box and see if I can download that. Stop. Alright, real quick for me eventually. As of now, it's just a one-off thing. I mean, maybe if I can put together a set or something that has a bunch of tunes that sound cool together, then possibly, but as of now, I don't know. I'm not really a DJ. Who the fuck are you people? Professional, creative, core, free? Beat key synth. Okay, this is probably what I want. Back with power, showered. Coffee is warm, lighting is the best for a while. Bitwig bottling up. Thanks for being inspiring. Yeah, I'll play these parts that we wrote today that are kind of alright. and then I'll take questions or whatever if you all have any. But kind of sketched different ideas for a tune, and that was kind of cool, I guess. Do we have sound? Yeah, we do. Do you want to chat after me, Lord? Are you busy later? Yeah, I got some time to chat. Hold on one sec. Thanks, man. Yeah, cool little tune. Kind of came together, and then like obviously we'll have to go and like pull these parts out and try to do all the individual like edits and stuff. But I've been having a great time working this way. It's been super fun. Nice and bouncy. Um, but I've been wanting to try to get out, not get out of halftime by any means. If anything, I want to embrace it more, but get out of just like 85 BPM. So I got a track that was like 120. This one was 95. I still have some. I had one that was 87. I want to do one that's like maybe 140 or whatever. But really, just like instead of it being like, oh, it's got to be this tempo, this BPM, of really just like opening it up and being like, it's swingy offbeat stuff, but at its core, it's just hip hop. It's just hippity hoppity skippity doppity. I do want to add some cool basses in here, just like fills and stuff, and then I definitely want to figure out how I can kind of just fill the track out more, I guess. But yeah, it really is the groove, right? The groove is like what ties it all together, and that's what I'm most proud of, if anything, is just that like the bounce, I guess. That's like one of the most important things for these kinds of tunes for me is the bounce. None of that new halfy music these kids are into these days. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about anything? I think we did a really good, solid, almost 4 hours of work. Um, Slightly optimistic, but more of a tainted optimism with something sinister behind. Yeah, I definitely wanted it to be darker or jazzier, but I guess like it's not so bad having kind of like that eastern vibe of the like this chord progression definitely is like Egyptian or comes off as like gypsy or so. Definitely would have liked it to have been like jazzier, but I'll get there. I need to just kind of play around with the scalar chords more and figure out what it is that I like to do. Other than just like, I didn't just want to like find a 7 chord and then like pitch it up by a semitone because that's what I've been doing the past 4 other tracks. even though I think it works every time. Yeah, 251 or 512. Or was that the minor one? It was 251, and then I think the 512 was the minor version of that, right? Is that sine waves through effects? Yeah, so the way that it's getting that is through this free plugin called Pitch Dropout from Yum Audio. That's just what's making it kind of like sound like that. Without it, it's a raw harmonic, a sine wave, and some noise, and it's going through all these things. And there wasn't really any rhyme or reason to this. I was just trying to make it sound cool, so I don't really know. I can't really be like, oh, that's weird. I did it all on purpose. I kind of like, I got close with what I was going for. There's this little guy right here that I thought was really cool, but it's too broken, and I might break this up or take the parts that aren't out of key. I really like it, but I don't know if that's gonna fit. And for some reason, it sounds out of key with this. But it has this weird like harmony as well that is off. But I don't know. It kind of sounds cool. It kind of seems off. I can't really tell. You see what I'm saying? It's like it comes together really well when it hits that third note, but I don't know if I'll keep that. Anywho, yeah, I guess this will be it for me. Zane, if you want to hang out on Discord, then I'll send you a message and do that. That's what I was thinking, or I'll probably take this melody. The bass note ends. But for the rest of you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I had a great time. I guess I'll see you all Wednesday. And Wednesday we'll probably open up the first project file, which was a couple months ago, and kind of start getting into the bass note ends in a different note than the loop. Oh, maybe so, but it's still in key though. It's still C. Yeah, this is the root note, and this is in C sharp as well, or D flat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, much love, guys. I'll see you all Wednesday, and then saying I'll send you a message, bro. Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Don't get caught up too much in internet drama. I'll leave it with that. Bye, everybody.